Hey everybody, how's it going? This is a new segment started by myself, Brandon, and Derrick Weise here. It's called Crushin Cans, and it's basically what the title says. We are going to enjoy a beverage or two, talk everything under the sun of sports. This may go off the rails. No,
It will.
It will. We won't lie. So we are going to actually introduce our beverage of choice tonight. Derrick, I'm going to ask you, what do you have on the go?
I got Torque Brewing, Winnipeg local. Got the Witty Belgian. It's one of my favorites and always a staple when I'm crushing cans and talking hockey.
Nice. I got a Maybe's Workhorse IPA here, a nice Fredericton brewery here. And
that was a good one. That was a good crack.
mean, it's the first show, but before I get going, I just want to say happy birthday to my lovely mother. She means the world to me, so I just want to get that right out there at the start. Happy birthday, Mom. Love you if you're watching. Also, my buddy, Zach Greeley, getting married this weekend. Birthday tomorrow. Big weekend coming. I got a 3-day weekend. I am stoked.
Yeah, you've been pumped all day about this, too. You've been
going
all day. Got a text at 6:30 this morning. Woke me up.
And we did tease a little bit. We do have a surprise guest. You guys might know him. I'm not sure if you do. He's not that popular, but I think we can welcome him in now, yeah?
I guess.
There he is.
Oh boy.
What's going on, buddy?
What is happening right now?
What do you got? You crushing a can tonight with us or what?
Oh, I was looking through the fridge and I actually found a old Jamaica ginger beer. I don't know if the glare is going to get me, but I'm a big ginger beer guy. So cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Oh for one.
Alrighty, so where are we going to go off the rails first? Might as well, you guys, I don't know.
Wherever.
Buffalo. Let's just get this one over with.
Yeah, let's get it in out of the way. That's got to be a fire sale there with everything coming up, right? Like everyone's available except for maybe Olofsson and Dahlin.
You got to think so, yeah. Like, I mean, but if they get first overall pick, Cycle stay?
No.
Ooh, good question. Very good question.
It's just that cap hit, too. Not too many teams can move that money right now.
Is Hall going to stick around?
You got to think Taylor Hall's gone. He has to be. I mean, that's such a big rental player. If Buffalo holds some of that money, just for the 1 year.
Get rid of him at the deadline. Get something.
Well, like Dale. Sorry, I got two of you here.
Pick one, man.
I'm not used to this, but with like, obviously this is like a once in 20 years, 30 years how bad they're doing, and I'm not shitting on them per se, but like if you're a guy on that team, like, are you asking your agent like get me somewheres or like just trying to
trade me right fucking now? Get me out of
man,
here.
It could really go either way. I totally think if you're a guy that wants to play more and you want the opportunity, I think you're just like, let me ride this out, let me see what happens because I got a good opportunity to play here. Or, you're a guy like, I want to go be on a winning team because it just sucks to lose that much, So you're like, please get me out of here the best way you can. It's I feel bad for guys like that are like, I feel bad for the whole team. Sorry. It's just, it's frustrating to lose that much. And, actually when I was looking at teams that I thought, potentially I could play for this year, Buffalo was a team for me. I was like, man, this team has a ton of holes. Like, this is where I need to go. Obviously didn't prevail, but they just had a ton of holes from the start. And yikes, I don't think firing the coach was the answer either.
How many people had them making the playoffs like fourth place though this year because of just the way it was going, right? Like,
I saw the lineup and I was like, they're on the cusp.
You got to think everyone was pulling for these guys.
Yeah, like I thought, like bringing Halsey and play with Eichel, I was like, that's like another like superstar line. You got Dahlin, you got Ristolainen, Olmark and Hutton can be a decent tandem. So I was like, they could be on the cusp, like a good streak or two. They're right there, and then they started playing games, and I was like, ooh, that was a bad one.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean,
6 games.
How long is it going to go? How long is the streak going to go for, you think?
You know what? I bet you they beat Philly. Philly will be the team that gets them off the hook there.
I would love to see it.
I'm
not gonna lie. I would love Philly to be the team they beat.
They got Pittsburgh tonight. Then they got Boston. Then they got a double against Philly. And Boston's healthy.
Pitt lost Kapanen last night too, and Malkin's still out. Kapanen's week to week.
That team's still winning though.
I
They're
know.
so good.
They
man.
do it every
Hexy's
year.
got the boys going. Hexy's got the boys going.
Him and Berkey.
Oh man, I could only imagine the meetings that those guys have with players. Like Ron Hextall scared the shit out of me. Absolutely scared the shit out of me. Like every time he brought me in the office, man, I was like, he's Weise, and he's got this like intimidating voice. Fuck, he scared the shit out of me, man.
Well, like if you got too close to his desk, he'd two-hand you like you did in the crease. The guy was wild.
And he would too.
Underneath.
He would too, man. He's a scary dude. Brian Burke's probably nothing to slouch at either in a meeting, though.
No,
he just whips the tie off.
He's just pumped. He doesn't have to wear the tie anymore. Sportsnet made him zip that one up.
Right.
But I don't, man. Hexy's pretty strict on rules, so I don't know if he's calling the shots. He might make him put a tie on.
So Nick, I don't know if you can you pull up the record the last, I don't know, was it 15 games?
13-2.
Oh, that's 15 games without a win. 2 games you get a point, but still, like, that is like, I don't know how some of those guys are still like, I know it's their job, but how do you still show up like motivated?
Wow,
you're not coming to the rink saying, "Hey guys, like we got a point 7 games ago."
No,
you know what I mean? Like,
no,
they're on a 15-game losing streak. Let's just throw that out there.
Yeah,
jeez, man.
It's like, I know, like, as a player, you must be like, okay, I'll play my own game. Not my own game per se, as like not a team aspect, but like it's got to feel like I got to play good. Maybe a team notices me and wants me.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing they're playing for at this point.
100%.
Even going back though, if you're a guy that gets drafted there, you got to be thinking, hey, I got a shot to jump right in this lineup and get in as an 18-year-old. You know, like Cousins is there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's playing well for them too.
Yeah,
he's
playing
really well.
He's getting the ice time. He's going to get that experience.
Is he
going to be helpful?
Is he an actual 18-year-old or was he a late draft?
No idea. We don't know facts here. We just go.
Yeah.
I like if he's well.
If you're looking for facts, you got to go to Wednesday night.
Oh, Wednesday. We're dialed on Wednesdays. We're dialed on Wednesdays, man. This shows. Oh man, I'm excited for you boys. This is going to be great.
But like, last night, absolutely incredible. I mean, you and Prosty going off, like it was like such a fun thing to watch. Like even like my old man texted me in the middle of it. He's like, "This is awesome." I was like, "I know."
Oh
it's
man,
incredible.
Prusty's he's unreal. It's so, man. I like we did a taping with Plecky this afternoon, which was awesome, and fans are gonna really like the stuff he said. He said some really cool things. But I feel like the Wednesday night live show now are kind of taking on a life of its own. Like it's got some energy, and the boys are just firing away, man. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Oh, that's my buddy I used to work with.
It's fun to watch.
What up, Joel?
Yeah, like that. Like last night, like I say it every episode we do on Wednesdays or every live show we do with Dale. It's like I'm supposed to be doing a job in the background, and then I'm just like sitting there like, holy God, this is sweet. Like I get lost in the conversation and forget I'm supposed to be doing stuff.
The comments were fired up too, man. For people to say like comparing us to Chicklets, man, like what a compliment that is. That's insane. They're the best in the game, so it's a huge compliment.
But I mean, we'll disregard Buffalo. We'll go to a more positive thing here. Is this won't be fantasy talk, but I have in fantasy just made me think of it is the Minnesota Wild right now at home.
You got Krill, don't you?
Oh, I do. I drafted Stutzel because we have a rule in our league that we have to have a rookie, and then after I watched Kaprizov just because of Romanov, so I watched CSKA a lot, and I was like, this kid's gonna be a stud. So after the draft, I was like, I am gonna work my way to get him, and I ended up doing it like a few weeks into the season. But Minnesota Wild, 11 in a row.
11 in a row.
It's a Billy guarantee. He's got the team going, guys. Like, come on,
Billy G.
Billy G.
Bold statement here. It stops tonight. St. Louis beats them.
You think so? Is Binner starting?
Yeah. Binner's in. Hopefully he doesn't have a meltdown. But
Brando, you want to hear a good story about Binner?
Sure, I love it.
It was his first start. I was in Philly. It was his first start in St. Louis, like mid-January, and it was right before they went on the insane run and won the Stanley Cup. And we had an interim coach, Scott Gordon. Haxall got fired. Scott Gordon stepped in. He was the American League coach when he came up, and before the game, Scott Gordon goes, "Yeah, we played against this guy in the minors. We got to test him. He's not a real great goaltender. Lets in a lot of soft goals. He shut us out that night. I think it was 2-0. Made about 40 saves. Went on a huge run, win the Stanley Cup. So
let's in some soft ones though.
Yeah, that was I'll never forget that where he ran this guy down and he absolutely went off.
It always seems like a goalie's like most of the time. I always found as a Montreal fan,
Jesse.
like,
cheers, Jesse.
Cheers, Jesse. I always found like new goalies will come into Montreal, like the opposing team, and like the guys first start, and the guys lights out every time at the Bell Center. Meanwhile, like I'm thinking,
it's
like
Montreal,
your first start in the Bell Center, you think the guy would just like cripple with the pressure.
Yeah. You would think, and I think it has an opposite effect for visiting teams, though. Like, guys get so excited to play there. I know, Brando, me and you've talked about, Derek, we talked about it a ton. Like, Corey Crawford would love coming in there to play the Habs. He would absolutely love it, and he'd absolutely shut the door every time.
Yeah, he just lights out every single time.
I think he maybe lost 2 games there. Really?
And he was probably out the night before till about 6 a.m. too.
Well, hey, it's
whatever you gotta do, eh?
Whatever you gotta do.
You want to crush a couple cans? Go for it.
Sometimes you gotta play a little guilty, right? Have a few before and keeps
Absolutely.
you honest. It keeps you honest.
Brando, that leads me to another story here quickly, boys.
Go ahead.
Derek's trying to lead me into it. He's goading me into it here. So we're in LA. I'm on Vancouver, and we played Anaheim the night before. We got in, and the whole team went out. We were struggling a little bit. The whole team goes out, and Tommy Sestito was my line mate at the time, and he was probably out till about 5-6 o'clock. I remember him showing up to morning skate. He was a zombie. And then we go to the game. It was an earlier
Torts
game.
The coach?
Yeah, it was Torts. Yeah. And it was a 6 p.m. start, I think. And Torts comes in for the pregame speech, and he's looking around, and he goes, "I see it in your eyes. I see you guys. You guys are guilty. I can see it on every single one of your faces." And everyone's like, "Oh, geez, like he's going to lose it." And he goes, "You know what? I love it. I love it. I don't think guys do it enough in this league. We're going to go battle our ass off tonight and get to 2 points. Guys, let's go." And everybody was so fired up. Tommy Sestito ends up scoring the winner. He played like 3 minutes that night, scored the winner with 6 minutes left. We went absolutely bonkers after the game, man. It was unreal.
Does that still happen now? Like you hear all these times, like these kids are like freaks now. Like, do the boys still go out as much or no?
Oh, man, it's so different. The league changed like from when I came in the league in 2010 to, well, up until last year, like the league has completely changed. It's just a completely different breed of athlete. The mindset is just completely different. So it's kind of disappointing. The fun side of kind of away from the rink kind of went away. But it is what it is, man. But it's a big difference.
So you're saying Derek and I missed our shot?
You guys would have fit in great about 10 years ago, man. And I've told this to I told this to a lot of the young guys like in Montreal this year, and I'm trying to share the wealth a little bit. And I was like, in Vancouver, when we'd go on a road trip and we would get into a visiting team and we had the day off the next day or a practice, legit, like Henrik Sedin and Daniel Sedin would be like, "Okay, everybody meet down on the bus, 10 minutes. We get in the hotel, everybody goes upstairs, gets changed, and the whole team is on the bus." And I think that's why the team was so good. Like everybody was so close. Like your best players were like, "We're going to the bar. Everybody's going." And they bring the whole team. And that's kind of where things have kind of gone off the rails, I think, with the NHL, where there's only 2 guys going and they don't tell anybody. And it's a little bit different now.
Well, there's that
Let's
one
get
time,
into oh, sorry, go ahead, Derek.
Yeah, we were at, well, like Dale said, like no one goes out. Well, I was in Vancouver kind of to visit Dale. They were doing their mini skills comp. And literally Dale's like, "Hey, we're going to go out." So I'm like, all right, me and him are going to go out. And like half the team was out. It was crazy.
I was going to say, let's get into Dan's comment here.
Derek, hold on, Derek. Do you want to finish the story? Like if you're going to tell it like that, finish the story.
Oh, it was your money.
No. Derek, finish the story. Finish the story, please.
We're at this one bar, and I'm sitting beside Luongo. Dale goes, "Derek, order drinks, whatever you want. Doesn't matter, bills paid for. Do not," I repeat, "do not order a bottle." So I'm like, okay, order a drink. Sitting there with Bobby and kind of fangirling or whatever. It's Bobby, right? So waitress comes around. What does Derek do? "I'll have a bottle of rum." Bill comes at the end of the night, Derek, what the fuck did you do? $300.
How did it the same
I
thing?
told you can have as many drinks as you wanted, but I don't know. Maybe he felt sitting by Bobby. He had to get a bottle.
I had to, right? Like,
he probably loved it though.
it was awesome. That was a great night.
I do want to get into Dan's question here, just because he gives us so much support, and Nick's father, especially how much Nick's done for us. So let's get into this one.
Incredible.
That is a great question.
I've trashed one, but I played high school hockey, so it doesn't matter.
Has any teams ever trashed a hotel? I don't know if trashed would be the right word. I think it was our 2015 Montreal Canadiens team. We were in Arizona. We had our rookie party. It was in, I don't even know how to explain it. It was in Scottsdale, but it was like a 45-minute bus after the bar back to our hotel. And we got back to the hotel. Think of like, this is 3 a.m. Guys were still drinking on the bus coming back. And we get back to a hotel. There's 25 guys getting off a bus buckled at 3 a.m. Like, what do you think is going to happen? So there was there was just so many. We had a letter that Burge came in and screamed at us like the next day. Like he was like reading, like one guy was naked and this guy pissed in the elevator and like, oh man, it was just
elevators will get you.
Yeah, and that same team, we actually had a food fight on the plane one time. So I guess we answered both your questions there, Dan.
The old food fight on a plane. You imagine?
Oh, I don't even know how it got started. Like someone was sleeping. And then somebody dumped a whole bag of seeds on someone. Someone took it a little too far. And then it just got dummied everywhere. Everybody was going crazy.
Just throwing salami sandwiches all over the place.
Oh, man. It was everywhere. It was disgusting. I think it was after a big win, though. So nobody said anything at the time. But Burge was pissed the next day.
The funny thing is, at the very start of the show, we said we would get off the rails pretty quickly. We started that with the wild home streak. Don't know how that happened.
Why did we get on that?
I'm not complaining.
No, I mean, this is what the show's going to be. It's just going to be a lot of...
Yeah, everyone get in on the chat and fire away, whatever. We'll go wherever.
Absolutely. That's beautiful, man. I didn't even realize that we did that. Oh, I got my neighbors. I got to give him a shout out, Derek Braun. He's setting up his furniture. Oh, see if I can see it through the window. Yeah, he's moving. They were moving stuff in today. So what's up, Derek?
Perfect.
Did you give him a hand?
I didn't actually. I had my hands full today. We did we had some recording and
I suppose you guys did have Plecky earlier. So
yeah,
how's Plex doing, anyways?
He's good. I didn't actually realize that he was still playing.
Czech league?
Yeah,
he scored something the other day.
Czech second league. I knew he played last year, but I didn't know he was still playing. So I think they're in the playoffs now. He was saying
that's not bad.
Yeah,
it's a buddy from back home. But thanks, Josh, for tuning in. Appreciate it, man.
Oh, what up, Josh?
There we go.
But
Brando's getting a lot of love.
Like, isn't Yogs still playing over there with him? Like, are him and Yogs on the same team?
The other day.
Yeah,
he's still going
again.
How old is he? How old is he now?
40.
Yeah, Kyle Rock just said he plays with Yager. Does anybody know how old Yager is? We don't have facts. We just
I'm going to say 48, 49.
Oh, I don't think he's that old. I don't think he's that old.
You sure?
I don't know.
You don't sound sure.
I'm
trying to sell my answer here. I'm guessing 48, 49.
Man, he played till what? 42, 43?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he might be at least 3 years removed.
Aaron says 65. Kyle says 49. I might have to go with Kyle.
Wow.
I just said that.
Wow.
There's no way he's actually 49. Can somebody actually give us an answer just so we can give us some credibility?
Man, maybe the guy got a short. He uses blades like
show's list for stats or notes or anything. So
Yogs uses blades like this big. Literally.
Really?
This big. Yeah, it's the smallest blade I've ever seen. So maybe that's the trick.
It's like the beer leaguers that just sharpen their skates way too much and just don't get new ones. Just skating on plastics.
I think it's sharpened
49.
Yes.
Wow.
That's insane.
There, did you say 49 actually?
Yeah, I said
48,
49.
Wow.
The guy gets some stuff right, actually. We did one episode before and he actually got a few things right.
Look at all the goals I called the other night.
Man,
that's true.
That's beautiful.
Did you imagine playing pro hockey at 49?
He's got 30 points, Sean says. Holy smokes. Thanks for that, Sean.
He's probably only got
thanks for everybody backing us up here.
He's probably got like 5 games played too, guys. Unreal.
Oh man.
Well, he owns a team, no?
Yeah.
So like
I thought him and Plecky were maybe part owners of a team.
Yeah, just
should have been a question you asked.
We probably should have researched stuff. But like, can you imagine like you're playing for the team. Yogs is the owner. Like 2 minutes left, and he's like, "No, you're not going. I'm going."
He
on.
gives you the tap on the shoulder. Not tonight, bud.
Yeah. Empty net. He's like, "I'm going. I'm going."
Yeah, hey, come back here, guys.
He shows up to the game in a suit, and everyone's dressed, and he goes, "You." Just health bombs you right before warm up. I'm going in.
Yeah. You bump into him or hit his stick over. He's like, "You're out."
Oh man. Hey, all right, boys. I think I'm gonna sign off here. You guys take it the rest of the way.
All right. Thanks
buddy,
for
we'll
popping
talk to
on,
you
Dale.
later.
Appreciate it,
Cheers,
man.
boys. All the best.
Cheers. Well, that was fun.
That
the old
went
Weise
sideways.
brother.
That went sideways.
Yeah. So we'll kind of circle back to the Wild home streak. You think it's over tonight with St. Louis coming into town?
Well, Mini played last night.
That's true.
Back to back. Those are always tough. You got a fresh St. Louis team who is just ahead of Mini in the standings, or just behind, actually.
Yeah.
And you got to catch them, right? And especially divisional games.
Just missing a shot of maple syrup as a chaser. Ooh. Yeah, HC Cladno, end of the world said it. So I don't know where we were gonna even go with that one, but trade deadline. There was some big news today. I'm sure you saw it. It was the Canadian government switching it from 14 days to 7. So that enables some Canadian teams to make some moves here.
Look at Vancouver's off for a full week here too.
Montreal's off. They're playing Toronto soon, I think. Ottawa's I don't know everybody's schedule, but.
Sunday or Monday.
But even so, like this is the time to make a move now.
Yeah,
you get this thing reduced to 7 days.
I think that don't the governments have to sign off on that first for each province or whatever?
I think so. There's probably some stipulation to it. It's just a lot better than 14 days, and I think now you might see some more action or some more rumors. Whereas earlier, Canadian teams are pretty much handcuffed compared to the States.
Yeah, because you're losing. You're out 2 guys for almost 2 weeks, right? So
yeah. Because if you trade for a guy, you got to think a roster player or 2 is going. Pick or something like you create more holes by trying to fix your team, and 2 weeks is 5 to 8 games.
Well, we saw that in Winnipeg, right at the beginning of the season when Laine went there. He had I think he sat for his 7 days, and then Dubois was here. He's sitting for 2 weeks, and then you can't just jump back in after 2 weeks.
No, it's hard. There's one I see one comment here. Josh says Leafs versus Sens tonight. Who do you guys got? Ottawa up 1-0 into first. They're like the
pesky.
I know it's insane, and they got some who's starting tonight for them. It's some Forsberg, was it? The guy who's got signed on waivers or put on waivers 5 times this year,
Anton
all
Forsberg?
over. Yeah, from he's went all over North America.
I think he was in Winnipeg here for a little bit.
Yeah, waivers gone.
Yeah,
but
getting a nice
the Senators are so weird
this year.
Everybody will shit on a team if they lose to the Senators, but they play everybody so tight, or it's just a gong show.
Yeah,
they play the Habs tight, play the Leafs tight.
What's their goals for and against? I think they're -40 in that though.
Oh yeah, their goals for differential, whatever, is not the best.
I think it's because what was it?
-40.
Maybe a month ago, wasn't it? Maybe a month ago, a little bit more, where Vancouver just bombed them out 2-3 in a row.
Yeah,
that's right. Then they kind of got it together, but
the Leafs have been off for a few days too, so
Wayne Train's
they're gonna have a little bit of rust, but
they're back with the top line.
And
then
Campbell's in net, who's been a rock for them whenever he's healthy.
I'm a big fan of Jack Campbell.
Dude, the nicest guy ever. Have you seen his interviews?
No.
Literally does not say a bad word about anybody, even opposing teams. I think it might have been Stutzel got his first goal against him. He's incredible. I'd shake the guy's hand. He's just he's one of those guys that you can't hate him.
Yeah, here you go. Tapes it for him.
Yeah, here you go, buddy.
No, I got a lot of friends that are actually surprisingly. I have a lot of my friends are Leafs and Bruins fans.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a lot like that on the East Coast too. There's a lot of Leafs, Bruins, Habs.
Yeah, not getting any Leaf love on this show. Sorry, boys.
We also I know. So we did write some notes for tonight. Actually, it doesn't look like it, but we did. I saw you the Bruins there sitting in 4th.
Yeah. lowest scoring team that's in the playoff picture right now, but they have also played the least amount of games. They have 5 games.
Out for a bit.
They got 5 games in hand on the first place Islanders. They're playing tonight. Pasta's back in. I think they got Tuukka's back in.
Yeah.
So this is it's a defending President's Trophy, right?
Because they were just hit with COVID as well, and
yeah.
Like the Bruins, like they're a tricky team. Like they can, like at the start of the year, I was like, "What's wrong with the Bruins? What's wrong with the Bruins?" Then they always will come back.
That line.
Tuukka got hurt for a bit. Yeah, that line's
they
gross.
got that line. It's ridiculous.
You just need Prusty to do a little flyby again, like he was talking about. Just a little tap.
Yeah. the old James Neal back when he got Marchand there.
Dave from Nova Scotia says lots of Habs fans here, which is true. Can anybody that didn't tune into the first one guess Derrick's favorite team?
Oh,
I'm not sure if anybody...
we're throwing back trivia, hey?
Oh, see, were you always a Habs fan?
Not always a Habs fan, no. Like it was always on TV. Dad is the biggest Habs fan, hands down. Like the entire basement is bleu, blanc, et rouge all over. And no, since little, like I had the starter jacket and everything. I was a big Sharks fan.
Yeah.
And
those starter jackets are sweet.
Man, I had like the teal one with like it had like the shark teeth and it said Sharks on the back. I wish I still had it. I actually found one on where was it? I think it was on eBay or something, but I'm not paying for that. No. Maybe if I get my expense account, we'll see.
Oh, Randy likes the banners. They're pretty sick, actually. He's actually quite proud of his flamingo as well. You can see that one. Oh, yeah. We're still learning the reverse cameras too.
Yeah,
it's tricky.
I gotta figure something. I'll put the camera in a mirror so then everything is normal.
I do want to get into this because we talked about Binner earlier. Have you seen these? Some of the highlights?
Yeah.
It's just like Dubnyk one night was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, like just get off the ice, man. And then the other night against I think it was Vegas.
He went for the old Ron Hextall.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? What if Revo just came around and gave him the old Prustita and just dropped him?
Just a little shimmy shit.
Then what?
Yeah, he'd be lights out. Because Binner's not that big of a guy. I can never tell with goalies.
No, I think he's 5'10", same height as me.
Okay, because I want to talk. Actually, I don't want to talk about Buffalo anymore. I was just say Tokarski's starting again, just because they were talking about it last night.
Get off it.
But man, I think Binnington would go though. I think he's one of those guys where he's like he just sees red and he will go no matter who it is.
Right, but if he can find that cup drive again where he's like laser focused, he's in the zone, and you get back to there. I mean, they still have a lot of pieces there. That's a good team.
Oh, 100%. I mean, like you signed Torrey Krug in the offseason. You're not rebuilding or like, okay, what are we doing now?
I mean, you lose Pietrangelo, but you get Krug. I think it's a fair trade-off.
And like you just got Tarasenko back. You got that Sundqvist just went down, but
yeah, Perron's having a great year again.
Kyrou stepping up for them.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's not a bad team. It's just I'm not sure. Like I'm curious. I know this is just a Habs fan kind of biasing. Was Jake Allen kind of Billy Smith? He was.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like with Jake Allen, like, do you think because he's one of those guys that was. He said in the playoffs, he's like, I would emulate other teams' goalies, make them better. And then when he came to Montreal, he's like, I will make. My job is to make Carey Price better. Like, I'm curious if Jake pushing Binner was what it was. Because, like, maybe, like, I don't know if some goalies maybe think now, like, because who's the backup for St. Louis?
Again, we're
exactly.
Not
like,
we're not
do you
facts.
think we're not facts?
We're not facts. We're not a fact show.
I'm just thinking, like, off the top of my head, is maybe some of these guys, if like they're the starter and they know nobody's pushing them, maybe he's. I'm not saying taking it off because no guy in the NHL is just like not playing his best.
Look at take Sharks for example, Marty Jones. He's been shaky, right? He's had a couple years. They bring in Dubnyk, and I mean, hey, they're coming back 2 in a row.
You think so?
No. But again, maybe you need that guy, right?
Yeah.
But then you look at like LA, like is Cal Peterson going to be the guy to push out quick?
You got to think it's going to happen soon.
Well, look how many goalies that LA's like the backup situation where that they shipped out just to keep Husso There you go. Thanks, buddy. Thanks,
Kyle's
Kyle.
like our stats guy. Thank you.
That's awesome. But you know what I mean? Like, you got rid of Campbell, you got rid of Jones, and I'm sure there's probably a couple others.
Yeah.
They had Budai there for a little bit, didn't they?
Yep. That is true. But now that we're on the topic of the West, we were speaking earlier was there is some heavyweight matchups this weekend in the West between the Knights and the Avalanche.
Both healthy. It's inside. We're not going to have an 8-hour delay in between the first and second.
Man, that first period of them at Lake Tahoe, where like you see the video, like the ref fall down, a player falls down, another player falls down. You're like, what are they doing? Like the logos are out of the ice.
That was awesome. But no, the 8-hour delay, like I didn't even watch it. I ended up, doing something else, and
I started watching it, and then because it was like a 2 for my time, like I'm Atlantic time, so
it had to be like
I think it was like a 4:00 start for us, and then like the game started like after midnight, and me and a buddy we had a couple cold ones, and we didn't make it that far.
Crushed a few cans.
But yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was in the backyard, and there was no way I was watching a game at midnight. So,
but one thing I like about seeing this, like the Colorado team and the Knights both being healthy, is we see Fleury and Grubauer.
Vezina candidates right now.
You think so?
100%.
Top 5, you'd say, or top 3? Would you put 2 of them in the top 3 or top 5 safe kind of?
Well, who's your top 5? You have Vasilevsky.
Yeah.
Fleury, Grubauer. I'll throw Hellebuck in there. That guy's he's unbelievable.
Would you put Smitty in near the conversation? Because as soon as he's came back, Edmonton's stock has gone way up.
No.
No?
No.
I think Smitty's top 10 this year, just because you saw what Edmonton was with Costco.
What? How about I'm not saying Vezina, but like in the tops this year, you got the rookie and Mini's not bad. You got that Kevin Lakeinen guy in Chicago.
Yeah, he's just really impressed. Actually, I remember doing like a fancy thing saying
how
you got to take him.
How about the Caps goalies? Like, I mean, the Caps are. No one's again. I don't know how this happens. Like, is it just me or like no one talks about Washington?
Washington or the Islanders?
Yeah, and they're just slowly doing their thing.
And they missed the Russians for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and they're still up there. But the one like we talked about this like off to the side was the Islanders. What are they in their last 10? Do you know?
8-2.
8-2, and not too many people talk about the Islanders. With Varlamov on,
that's a good team there, man. Anders Lee's done for the season. I don't know if he's ACL surgery, so I'm guessing.
Oh, that's brutal.
I'm guessing done. Right?
Yeah, like what's their cap situation? Are they tight?
Not a stat show.
Yeah, that's true. We'll make it up as we go. Like,
hey, Kyle, what's the cap there?
But it's like the Islanders are. Like Josh just said, Islanders are a wagon, sneakily 8-2 on number 2. I got to hurry up here. But they played a system. I told you about this like a week ago. Islanders are down 2-0, and they don't score that much. It reminds me of like the young team, like in Montreal, where it was like Montreal would win a game 2-1. Price would stand on his head. Pacioretty and Desharnais would pot one, or like Galchenyuk or Gallagher. Like, that's what they're doing on the island right now. If Varlamov's on his game, it is like they'll get a lead and then Trotz just shuts it down.
Wait, because it's what? Islanders, Bruins, it goes Islanders, Caps. Who's in third there?
Are we looking at standings? So I'll pull it up because we'll have no shame. We're going to pull it up here. It goes Islanders, Caps, Pens, Bruins. Flyers outside looking in, which is not what we thought.
That team, weren't they not projected to be like Cup contenders?
Flyers?
At the beginning of the season because of what they did last year?
Yeah.
That team's underachieving.
I forget who. Right? I forget what insider said it, but it was like the Flyers are looking to make a big splash and big changes because they are just not doing so well. Ottawa up 1-0, which is, I mean, some people might not like that. I know there's some Leafs fans in the chat, but
Philly
that helps out.
To Rangers. What's going on Broad Street?
Jesus.
Let's talk defense. Right?
That's true.
And I mean, Konecny, Giroux, Couturier, like they can't score. And if you watch, like Carter Hart gets left out to dry. What
He does too, but like one bright spot in Philly would be JVR's having a year, but
point a game guy.
I know, crazy. Good for
30,
him, which is
31
sweet.
and 31.
Buffalo losing 1-0 to Penn. Dude, like their coaches got COVID. Like their fill-in coaches got COVID.
Everybody wants out.
Oh man, like you got to think like if you're traded out of Buffalo, how fast are you running out of that rink? Like I'll buy a nuke here. Just see ya.
Ship it. Nothing but dust and taillights, man.
Like Taylor Hall has to hope he gets traded out of there just because, like,
where's he
to
going,
save
though?
his next contract.
Where's he going?
I don't know, but you got to think Buffalo's going to hold some of that salary if they get a bunch in return. But like Halsey for like his next contract has to hope he's going to somewhat of a contender and bounces back in the playoffs, or his next contract next year is not going to be what he should probably get.
The thing is, though, they have what? Eric Stahls on the trade bait list. You were saying
He'd be good.
We were talking earlier, Sam Reinhart.
Yeah.
Just contract wise, maybe Hall gets stuck there because no one wants to pay what, you know.
Yeah. I just think there's so many teams out there that are just going to just take that winger. Like imagine if the Leafs make that happen somehow. Can you imagine that top six, adding that in there?
The media would run him down. They'd run him out of town. No, yeah, but you know what? Like, I wouldn't put him on the top line with Marner and Matthews, but I think him and Tavares would be lights out. Just the way JT works down low, and you know what I mean.
Oh,
did they play World Juniors together?
I have no idea who Halsey played with.
I just remember Tavares against the States just cutting it and going short side roof, lighting the building on fire. It was awesome.
So End of the World gave us a stat. Thank you for everybody giving us stats. This is phenomenal.
It's not a stat show.
3 for Carter. Like that's one kid I thought was like, obviously he's not bad. Like he's going to bounce back. It's just rough year. Goalies go through it. You see it with Price this year. This kid's going to be a stud. I'm not worried whatsoever. It's just when your goaltending's not there.
Money in fantasy for this guy. Like I need wins.
Ooh, dash 19.
I mean, I've been a dash 19 here and there. I mean, you can bounce back.
One night in beer league dash 19.
Right, it happens.
But no, like there's one thing in this league is if you do not have goaltending, you will not win.
No, you need that. You need that save.
Like everybody's so good. Like these third, fourth liners can shoot like first, second liners did 10, 15 years ago.
And that's the thing. It's not like before where, you know, the fourth liners couldn't shoot and they were there to grind you out and play that heavy game. Like everybody can shoot now. Like all these guys like are one shot scorers. You give them the shot, like they'll score.
Exactly. And like as long as they're wide open, like you said, is like these guys are in the NHL for a reason.
Yeah.
Like the fourth liners were the superstars in junior on their team. It's just the NHL is just so stacked.
It all depends where you are in an organization's depth chart and how you got to come in. It's not like you're coming in anymore where it's like, hey, you're a fourth liner, you got to fight, right, to stay. Exactly. You're there to develop, and now you can work your way up. If you get hot, you're gonna play. Unless you're Max Comtois and Dallas Eakins has something against you and he benches you, but hey.
That guy, I've seen some of his stats just looking at fantasy players, and the guy looks unreal. But
He's good.
Like, do you think it's the introduction of technology and more video and all these like underlying advanced statistics,
like analytics?
Analytics. There we go. There's the word.
It's a big word.
Do you think it's like with that much technology now, they can find anybody in the world they want? Is that why the league's getting so much better?
I think it's just the way everyone's like the game's changed. Like even coming through junior, like these kids they're nuts, man. Like they're like you go watch junior. Like I've been watching a lot of the WHL, and I've noticed a lot of 15-year-olds this year.
15.
There's a guy that plays for the Ice here, Connor Geeky. The guy's like 6'4", 220. He's 16. He's huge.
6'5".
Yeah. Guy's a monster.
Man, I only got to 5'11". I tried so much to get to 6 foot, just couldn't do it. But Tuukka Rask, upper body. Ew. He hurt his back when he first got injured a week or two ago.
Again.
Which is not good for Tuukka.
You never want to see a guy go down, especially coming back quick like that. But I mean, they have whatchamacallit? They have Yarrow Halak.
Oh, yeah.
That guy.
He's a stud.
That guy has probably been the best backup in how many years? Like he's number one. I don't know why he's not number one somewhere.
I don't know. Like I wonder if he's one of those goalies where it's like he excels as the backup. You know what I mean?
But I mean, if you go back to what was it the 9-10 run when he was in Montreal when he upset that Washington team and they went on that run, like he was the guy.
That's true. Because remember, like the old like Halak commercials and stuff. Like Alexander Semin had like 50 some shots against him, no goals. Like they had a counter on the screen for how many shots Semin.
I don't even think Alexander Semin had 50 shots in his time in Montreal.
No, but I mean, when you're Burge, like you got to think like that's a decent flyer for league minimum.
Why not take your chances? Guy could score.
Who's the other? Hemsky? Is that the other one they did?
Yeah, Hemsky was there for a year.
Yeah.
The Kostitsins.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's going back to the guy that Kyle's saying like that guy's huge and he's not even done growing. And it's gross.
It's
Can you
nuts.
imagine?
Yeah. Like, come on, man.
Halak is a clutch guy. I agree. The Bruins have had the best tandem last, I'd say, what is it, 3-5 years?
Yeah. Even well, the
Hemsky played 7 games.
Hey, he played though.
Called it. I got it. Though.
He was there.
We got one fact right so far. We're on a roll.
Oh, I know. I got the Ottawa.
Oh, that's true.
Goals for and against.
Win some, lose some.
Yeah, hey, we're just starting out here. We'll get there. Not sure today, but we'll get there.
Shout out to Nick helping us because this is going everywhere. So we warned everybody that
she's doing all the work behind the scenes. She's doing nests. Like,
hey Justin, how's it going?
For us. Hey buddy, she got the background going for us, and
yeah, it's sick background
awesome.
too.
She did the whole like Crushin Cans thing. She's unbelievable.
But like, I hope for anybody that watches in the future, if you do stick around, is this is what the shows are going to be like? Is just having a couple beers, talking sports. Well, I said it in the intro. Is just we thought people missed just having a drink, whether it be alcoholic or not. It's just having a drink, talking sports like you would just at a pub or in the garage or in the kitchen. Whatever.
We'll eventually try and get some people on with us and get you in there.
For sure.
Doesn't have to be questions. Just get in the conversation. Just like let's get it going.
How long are we on for, Justin? We have no idea. We kind of just talk, and if we're just
gonna let her fly.
Is there anybody in the chat that wants to talk about anything? Maybe we can brush up on it. We have zero stats or facts for you, but we can try.
Colombo scored.
Did they?
Yeah. I got the Line A watch on right now.
Ooh, I like this one because I like Cass as a player.
If he actually ever played for us.
Yeah, if he actually ever played. But
I'm going to leave that to Dale. I'm going to leave that to Dale.
Yeah.
I know what happened there, but that's up to Dale. And
that's true.
Let's talk. But that's not my place.
But one thing, like, when he went to Edmonton.
Well, he's playing with Connor McDavid, though.
Yeah, but I mean, can you imagine just putting your stick on the ice and getting a point?
You know what, though?
We could have made it.
He been going back though. He's first round pick, right?
Yeah,
he's first round pick. He played. I think he won a Mem Cup with Windsor and Taylor Hall in Windsor, Spitfires, right?
Yeah,
that team won.
Derek Braun asked how long each of us played. I made it to Junior B, the old Jungle B. It's as far as I got. Just a big hockey fan.
I was. I entered the beer leagues at 19, so it was good.
Just hit the age limit. Sign me up.
I'm almost getting my 1,000 game stick, I think. So we'll find out.
Oh, I'm 6'8", lying down. I meant to hit his other comment, but the comments went by too quick. He said Taylor Hall needs to fire his agent. There we go. Thank you, and Nick.
Doesn't he have that Don Meehan guy?
I'm not sure who he has.
Again.
Why do we ask each other questions?
I don't know. I mean, it's a conversation, right? Like,
Ovi with his 15th of the season. I'm pretty sure he's still injured. That guy is insane. Ovi? Do you see that video where he's like just standing there? It's like a full 2-minute power play. The guy doesn't move.
I love it. But it doesn't matter. He gets the puck. It's in the net. Who cares?
The play goes by him and he's just standing there. And it's like, not even a stride or like a gets his hands ready, just stands there. And then he just holds his stick up.
Yeah. He's like, I'm here.
What's up, Patty?
I'm here.
I think if I said that right. But could you imagine playing in the NHL? And let's say it's playoffs, so you have to do it. Ovi or a Weber one-timer, you're on the PK. Do you flamingo or do you just hope, like, okay, I got good insurance? See you guys.
Trip over my own skates and say, sorry, I didn't get there. Hopefully the goalie stops it and I don't look bad in the film room.
It's true.
Actually, funny story, though. When Weber was in Nashville, Dale blocked a shot. He sent me a text after. He blocked a shot dead on his shin. Hit him so hard it broke the shin pad and he had to get stitches on his leg.
Jesus Christ. That's what some people don't realize. Like, they have the gear on, yes, but it still hurts.
Yeah, he got stitches on his leg because it, like, shattered the shin pad.
Did he say who it was?
It was Weber.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And Weber's taking it down Galley. Do you think Weber... Ooh, this is a rough one. This is my sister. What's up, Brittany? Do you think Weber... I think Webb's battling an injury, honestly. I think something's not right, and the game is just getting super fast.
It's so fast, but I mean...
He also needs his partner.
He's positionally strong, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's not a guy that's going to rush the puck and get, he's not like a... He's not a
Makar
right?
or a Hughes.
Yeah,
right?
we're just going to go N10. He's not that new age defenseman. He's still from back in the day. He's been in the league how long? But he's adapted well. And when it comes down to playoffs, you know how everything tightens up, and he's still that guy.
Oh, 100%. That's what I mean. Like, he needs that puck moving defenseman where Webb stays back and like handles the positional play in his own end, and then he needs that other, like, he's never had a true D partner. He's had Mete, who's done well those couple of years or whatever, but I mean, it's not a bona fide top 4 D partner for him.
No,
he had one in Montreal.
He's playing with Sherratt, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
I like Sherratt. Sherratt's a good player.
I like Sherratt as well. It's just, I think, like, if you want to see the true value of Weber, like,
back in the day, him and Suter.
Exactly. Like, look
42
at Suter.
minutes each.
Oh, Suter still does that.
Yeah, like, it's nuts.
Who's another player that did that a lot? Niedermeyer. Scott Niedermeyer would play like 40 minutes a game.
You'll hear about it on Wednesday because Dale's got prongs coming on.
That's
so
true.
You can figure that out there.
Yeah, that could be a good point, Dan. That ankle injury, like, you hear that a lot, is if players blow their ankle out, like, it's nagging them for the rest of their careers. But
if you get like a sprain, you're almost better just to have it broken. It'll heal faster.
It's true.
Because the sprain, you can't. You know what I mean? And then even just if you're nursing it and then something happens, and
like, I know, like, I've had torn ligaments in my ankle, and it is absolute hell. Like, you can't move. Oh, Steffi thinks it's Romanov Weber eventually. What do you guys think about Laval? Ooh, I love Laval, actually. They're playing tonight. Does anybody know the score in the Laval game? Once again, 0 stats, 0 facts on this show.
I've been watching a lot of dub games.
Yeah.
I won a prize, so I got full access to the whole league every game, so it's awesome.
That's so sweet. What I do like, I'll answer Joe's question about, like, Laval. I'm excited for Yolonen, and Paling's bouncing back as well. Teasdale I'm excited for. Harvey Pinard is almost like another Gallagher. But if anybody can give me the score
right there.
they've started. Actually, they're out west. They're in Winnipeg, so the game might be starting soon.
Oh, they're playing
Roman Yossi. He's
playing
sick.
the Moose?
Yeah, I think they're playing the Moose tonight.
Nice.
Webbs is playing well. Okay. Just reading. Sorry if you guys can hear me reading. I'm not the best.
Whoever Romanov.
Steffi's one of the ladies that did the live post-game show, the all-women's one.
That was awesome.
That's so good.
Then
the Raptors copied us and did an all-women's broadcast last night, but we did it first.
They had Sportsnet had it today too before the I think it was the Islander Boston game.
But Habs tonight did it first.
1-1 Laval.
Oh, would you know this by talking to Dale at all? What was the
question?
Who's surprising from his time in Laval? Did you talk about anybody in the
This
A?
time, Laval. I know Paling was down there,
Yeah.
and he said like everyone was like, he came up, got the 3 goals, as everyone know, and everyone's like, oh, he's got to be in the lineup, gone to be in the lineup. But you got to remember, he's a young kid.
It's true.
Still got to find his game, and everyone wants to pressure people in. Well, if you come into a season where your team isn't, poised to make that big jump or make that run, why put a guy in that situation, right? Where he could be on a team that's having good success. He's going to get his minutes playing on the power play. And then when he does come up, he's ready to go. Look at Suzuki. He played down there for a little bit, right? He got ready.
But the thing with Paling was like the worst, like it's bittersweet. Like it sounds bad saying this, but like the worst thing ever for him with Montreal fan base, and I'm one of them, was him getting a hat trick his first game and scoring the shootout. That was like the worst thing that could ever happen for a guy, because like expectations are through the roof.
Yeah, like he's supposed to get 82 goals the next season.
Like I was at that game too. It was absolutely wild.
That's crazy.
Face planted in my hotel room afterwards. It was bad. I was trying to make my bed. The pull-out couch in the hotel room. I went to lean my shins on it to make the bed. Bed wasn't there. Just woof, right on my face.
This is comfortable. I'll stay here. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Throw me a pillow.
Yeah, just throw the blanket on me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be good.
What else do I have here?
Yeah, Bob Cole's last broadcast too. I remember the standing O for that.
Ooh.
Hudon was still there. Dale was in Laval. Oh yeah, he's in Switzerland. That's one kid I always found was with Hudon. Excuse me. Okay, I'll embarrass myself first show. I spilled chips on the floor in the hotel room. This is gonna gross people out. I had a couple.
Crushed
anyways.
a few cans.
Crushed a few cans, crushed a few chips after they were on the ground. And you know how disgusting hotels are. I'm surprised I'm still alive. It's not my brightest time.
Gives you immunity to stuff.
It was like 5 minutes after the old face plant, so.
It happens.
But I do remember that Bob Cole, his last game with Paling, the whole Bell Center gave him that standing O, and it was incredible. It was my first time ever in the Bell Center, and I was hooked ever since.
That place is the loudest building I've ever been in.
My dream is to go there for a playoff game. And then catch one at a pub.
We need that expense card.
Hey, Nick, can you email Dale? But can you come back? We need that expense card.
Derek, how was your dad's reaction to his time in Montreal during Dad's day?
I like this.
Loved it. It's unbelievable. Even actually, me, Dad, and Mom actually got to do trips, so it was pretty cool. And then Dad just, you know what I mean? It's like a little kid on Christmas, right? It's a dream come true. And you could see like how happy he was. Dale's talked about when he got traded there. Guys have their pregame Apple. He's blowing up Dale's phone. And Dale calls me. He's like, man, just call him. Talk to him so I can sleep for 20 minutes. But no, loved it. Everything about it, just really took it in. And it's something you'll never forget, right? Mom,
sorry, go ahead.
Mom got one there too. Derek, tell you about the hot.
Yeah, I told an embarrassing story, so let's hear it.
Well, we're meeting. That's my wife, of course. No, so we were meeting some friends.
Thank you, Mackenzie.
Yeah, no, we didn't need that. We were meeting some friends for the first time. Actually, I ended up joining Buddy's hockey team, but we were out at the bar, so we're like, hey, we're gonna go back to their place. So go to 7-Eleven, get some hot dogs. It's winter. Hot dogs fall. All the toppings back on with a dust of sand. Down the hatch it went. Down the hatch it went.
See, but outside doesn't sound as gross as like a hotel room floor in Montreal.
7-Eleven parking lot /East. It was bad. It was bad. Because she's like, are you really eating that? I'm like, I'm hungry. What do you want me to do? Go back in there? You see the lineup in that place? It's come on.
So I like Sean's question. If the Habs do call up Cole, I think the only way, actually, he's not going to do another year of Wisconsin because he lit up the NCAA. He's going to want for him. He'll play hardball with them and say, "I want to burn my first year," so they have to play him one game. I think if they can get him in a middle six role and power play time, he can be on the Habs
this year. Yes, because it's an all Canadian division. You're not in, you know what I mean, that other division where you got Tampa, Boston. The all Canadian division, I think, works a little better for him.
Yeah,
especially maybe Montreal doesn't make a splash, and that's your.
They're just hoping as his rental. That's the rental for goal
that's
scoring.
Your deadline, right? Like, it's cheap against the cap.
So, they can afford him, actually.
Yeah, and you know what? Throw him all over the place. Try it out. What's the worst that could happen?
Like I've said it before, is the guys like a 5-second rule. Guys like Caulfield. This isn't like
we had to switch to the 10-second rule for that one.
Guys like Caulfield, though, like you can't do like it's not like the old NHL where it's like start on the fourth line, work your way up.
No, you're getting thrown. You're going right into the fire.
Yeah, you signed Cole Caulfield to score goals and play your top 6 in power play minutes. So if they bring him up and put him on the fourth line, he's going to be irrelevant. I hate saying it, but the caliber of players he's playing with, like he needs guys to find him. He needs KK or Suzuki to pass him the puck.
It's a wasted. Okay, Chris, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Say he comes in and he goes 10-11 in a row with zeros across the board.
That could crush his confidence too.
What do you do, right? Young kid, and it's his first year of his contract, and he's got nothing. Like the thing about the A is you're gonna get the top line minutes that you want. You're gonna play against,
and there's mistakes there, so he's gonna capitalize.
It's not college where you're playing against guys that, certain colleges, these guys aren't getting a sniff at anything. Like they're just there because that college is that's the best they have.
I'll go against that one though. I'll say with his shot, like it's an elite shot. I think if he gets open, it doesn't matter what league he's in, it's going to go in. It's just getting that opportunity though. Can he find the space like he does in college against these NHL players? Rangers. Ooh,
here we go.
Thank you, Nick. We don't, like I said, I texted Derrick this personally, and Nick doesn't know this. I texted him personally earlier, and I was like, we don't deserve a Nick at all. All the shit she does for us, like producing tonight, designs, logos, videos, like, thank you, Nick.
I just pop.
Appreciate you. I know.
I'm like the weak link in the chain here. Link. There we go. Get it out.
No, like I agree. I was just reading some of the chat here. Dan's like, you can't bring up Caulfield, put on the fourth. No, he's got to play middle 6 minutes, and he's got to be power play because he won't be effective.
Use him like Byron. Throw him on the PK.
Caulfield?
Why not? He's got speed.
I don't know if he's the fastest guy.
No, but I mean, there's sometimes guys are on the point that just are there for a shot, right? Like, look at,
Oh, dude, I got Zibby my fantasy too.
Have a day.
I traded. Who I traded? Aho. I traded.
If Zibanejad would play against the Flyers like all 54 games, that guy would probably be a Hart Trophy winner.
Oh. But anyways, I traded Aho, Landeskog, Pacioretty for like Zibanejad and Draisaitl.
You're not in first, are you?
What? No, I'm mid. I had to rebuild my whole team. It was a disaster. Guess who I drafted as one of my D-men? Tony DeAngelo. Thought he was going to run the power play in New York. Thought Lafreniere, Zibanejad, Panarin, DeAngelo. Not happening. Give Caulfield another 6 minutes. Yeah. Okay.
But then, I'm not knocking the guy, but you get Suzuki caught. You're small again.
That's true.
Right? You get
Suzuki,
guys,
Anderson, Caulfield? Do you think the Jets need to sign? Yes, I do. Buff kind of screwed them, eh?
What do you mean sign a top 4? Everyone's
Aaron, come on, bud.
Let's talk about this though. You want to sign a top 4D? Meanwhile, Jets, Twitter, and everybody around the city saying, "Hey, well, you have Logan Stanley, you have Ville Heinola, You have
Stanley's
Sammy.
small.
You have Sammy Niku. Like you have all these guys in the system. Why are you signing somebody?
Yeah.
You're gonna get rid of these guys, right?
I like Steffi's comment. She drafted D'Angelo, but a bit of a hot take, but I honestly think Lafreniere should be brought back to the queue. Can he
Trade
go
him-
back now, though?
Trade him to Buffalo for Eichel.
Ooh.
Him,
I've heard
Kako,
that rumor.
him, Kako, and a couple picks. Send it to Buffalo.
Can you imagine?
They're 10 years away then, but that's okay. Everyone will get their money. Everyone's happy.
But since he's played more than 9 games, he can't go back to the queue anyways, right? No,
No,
you can't go.
contracts burn.
So, but like I don't even like Lafreniere's not a bad player. I think just I noticed this. I'm not sure if you did. Is
He's having a rough
like
go.
He is, but like it's a big adjustment. Also, like the Rangers coach will switch lines every game. Like
See,
as a
that's-
fantasy hockey player, I'm like,
That's tough. Well, you can't. You got to build chemistry with guys too, right?
That's
Like, you
true.
can't have 2 guys with this game. There, boom, boom, boom.
yeah. I wonder if
He's-
Aaron's gonna pop on.
Is he a natural center?
Who? Laugh?
Yeah.
No, he's left wing. He's just a winger.
Put him with.
See, we
Panarin
were supposed
now?
to be talking about the Jets here.
I did.
I
I
know
said
we
you-
did, but if
They finally
you're the
got
Jets,
Logan
do you
Th-
make a move for a D-man? Because they got Hellbuck and net. Brossois? Is that how you say it?
Lauren
Sorry if I
Brossois,
butchered that.
No,
You've
no,
got
keep it
one
up,
of the
right?
top 3, top 4 best top 6s in the league. Like your forward core. You get a stud D. Winnipeg can be dangerous.
What are you giving up?
Ooh.
What are you giving up?
Who's that young kid?
Philly Heinola?
Yeah. Do you think he's gonna be a stud? Would you give him up for a now stud?
Oh, he's in the A. He's playing like 28 minutes, I think, down there.
Yeah.
And then they got Sammy Niku, who started.
Did he cut his hair yet? Like there's flow and then there's like cut it.
Unconfirmed. I'll
Okay.
talk to a source. I'll get back.
Okay.
I mean, Beaulieu's out. No one likes him here. I like him.
I love Bo. Like,
Yeah,
he played in St. John, like 45 minutes from where I'm from. I saw a comment
Ice
earlier.
Dogs?
Justin asked me where I'm from, New Brunswick, but Fredericton.
He played
Nate
for the Ice
Beaulieu
Dogs.
played with a buddy of mine in St. John, Sea Dogs. Gerard
Huberdeau.
Glant was coach.
Huberdeau was there too, right?
Yeah, Hubie was there. My buddy was captain, Mike Thomas, and like they had a sick team. They won Mem Cup.
Yeah. Hooby Dooby Doo.
Yeah. Who else was there? There was what's his name?
Byron
Thomas Yurko.
Byron's on the wrong end of the contract.
They need to
here.
see. Like, I hate I don't even want to. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna get into it.
Here we go.
Byron's the contract you gotta get rid of if you do make a move. I hate saying it because like he's got the A on. Like you can tell.
He's got the A
What-
because he's been there long enough.
I think it's like off the ice. I think he's one of those guys in the room that are like guys pay attention to him. And I think like his work ethic, like the guy doesn't take a night off. It's just he can't buy goals or anything. Like
He's a
Galiev,
He's
there's
a
my buddy
shorthanded-
Mac.
Shorthanded machine.
Galiev was sick too. Mac, do you know any other players on that St. John team that was gross? I remember Bolia, Yurko, Thomas.
Who was in the cage?
Huh?
Who was in the cage? He did cut his hair. There you go. Thanks, Chris.
Oh, he did.
Maybe that's why he's having an off season.
Peachy should have the A. I agree.
Like, even here though, you hear people screaming about Beaulieu, get him out, bring Logan Stanley up. He came up. He looks all right. He's been doing pretty good.
It's because he's 6'9". You can't miss him.
Well, he's another Tyler Myers. But Tyler Myers won the Calder Trophy,
That's true.
right? That's
I
got to
thought-
count for something. That means something.
They
Talent's
still talk
there.
about Bully in the Port City. You know what's funny? Like I forget where I heard it. It was like I don't know if it was like midget, like when he played midget AAA or like his first year in the queue, he was not that good, and then like just blossomed or some fucking word when the Mem Cup run and stuff. Oh, there's another sick guy that ended up playing in Europe, drafted by Mini second round, Zach Phillips. He was another one on that team that was good. He's Farrington boy. He's the only reason I know.
Anyone got a line on that mini game right now?
Ooh, yes. Kyle Rock or somebody's got it if he's still in here. Yeah, Druin is having a good year. sneaky good year. And I find
he needs goals though.
I know, but he's setting people up. Like he's got once again 0 stats. I'll say 15 assists.
He needs but you need if you see all the teams that end up going deep, like they got 7-8 guys over 10 goals. You know what I mean? Like it's one or two guys. They're scoring, they're going. That's why Tampa is so good, right? Like their fourth line is lights out.
One thing I noticed with the Habs too is their center depth. Like, yes, we keep raving about Kotkaniemi and Suzuki and Deneau, and
but they're
not scoring.
Yeah, but Suzuki and KK aren't even in their prime yet.
I know, but
right?
If you want to be a true contender, you need your centers to be scoring goals.
Yeah,
essentially.
Well, and that's why everyone.
See, Kyle steps
whatever happened to me. Buffy decided.
I think he just had enough.
Decided to go fishing.
Yeah, I think he's just screw it, I'm done. 2 goals, 19 assists.
2? I thought he had 5.
He hasn't scored much, man. Habs tonight. When will we see Placana interview? I think they are chopping it up, or editing.
Should be on sometime today. I guess.
No, not today. I think it's
tomorrow.
This weekend. Yes, this weekend. I'm getting a nod. Yes, so I'll say this weekend so I don't get in trouble. But it's coming out soon, and I heard it was unreal. I remember, we have a group chat going on in the background, and I was like, because I wasn't a part of it. I don't think much of the team was a part of it. And I was like, how was the interview? And he's like, it is good. We got Plecky out of his shell. Fans are going to love it.
Yeah, Dale said he was awesome.
Yeah, so.
Question
Leafs sends 1-1.
I bet you I'm going to go bold. Zach Hyman game-winning goal.
Tonight?
Yep.
Ooh.
Who's your Hart Trophy candidate right now?
Hart. Oh.
Hart.
If Chicago makes playoffs, gets Kirby Dach back, and does decent, you got to go Patty Kane, no? Just for the team around him? I think he's up there. Has to be. He's got nobody.
If he can get them in.
Yeah.
That's
he's got nobody.
What about Kopitar if he gets the Kings in?
Kopitar's on fire. It's another sneaky, quiet guy.
He's got 37 points already, man. What if the Kings get in?
Lost my music here. No, there's one stat I saw. It was McDavid has more points than Sabres have goals.
No.
Yes, it's like in the last month or something, 26 points.
I think he's got 10 more points than Draisaitl and 18 more than.
See, some people are agreeing Kane.
They got to.
It's not a bad thing. They do have to get in.
But okay, MVP of the league though.
Okay, are you a points for Hart guy, or are you drags his team into the playoffs?
But that's their goaltending has come out of nowhere. Right, everybody's Patty Kane's on a different level this year. Obviously, there's no disrespect there. The guy is lights out. But how do you not
Lankinen for Hart?
The MVP of the league is Connor McDavid. This guy,
that's true.
He is the MVP of this league. He is the best player, hands down.
Okay, Malkin out right now. Sid gets Pittsburgh in. Sid? No, he's not putting up the points. I say that, and Sid's probably got a point per game.
Well, and that's another thing that goes with contracts too. Someone's like, how is that guy getting paid? Well, if you're getting $10 million on that team, that's what you're worth to that team. You're worth the $10 million, right?
It's true.
McGee's
always MVP. I know, but it's just
he's mad. You watch that guy, and he's unreal. You get him late night Saturday night, and he's on the cover of the Sunday morning paper. Okay, let's switch Norris. I do like this, Norris? Justin. Thank you. Tyson Barrie, he's making a run for it. He is. You got Victor Hedman. Petry's cooled down a bit, but he's off right now. Well, let's see what happens with the games coming up, because Montreal is going to have to play back-to-backs in every second night.
They said 4 games in 5 nights soon.
Ugh.
60 points, McDavid. Buffalo has 66 goals.
That's crazy.
The whole team has 66 goals.
Victor Olofsson's the man there.
Oh, 100%. But Do the North Division have to wait 7 days to play the next playoff? I don't know what that rule will be when the playoffs switch over.
Yeah,
If they stay in their little bubble thing.
Me and you were talking about that. I'm pretty sure the North Division is going to have to go south and sit in a hotel.
Yeah.
Because I
But I mean, if you go to the States are like, we really don't care anymore. I don't think there's an issue if they go down.
No.
But then, like, the Canadian team doesn't have any advantage anymore because the American teams aren't going to be coming up here.
Some of the American teams have fans, though.
That's true.
Right? But, I mean, if you're Montreal and you go down to, like, Florida, home game.
Mm. So I chirped you and your brother for doing this, but I was hydrated tonight and I got to run for a second. I know you beat me, but I'll be right back.
That's fine.
Derek can entertain this time.
Yeah. How's everybody?
Hydrated.
Let's get
the chat going.
Let's get the chat going. Let's get an over-under on time limit here, guys. I got him at 1:30. Clock starts. But no, let's throw it out here too. We got a late game here. Knights Avs. What's predictions there? It's a big game. First place coming up. I think my money's on Colorado. They've been rolling. They've been steamrolling teams. What's everyone got here? 30 seconds. He's great. What do we got? Both teams. Vegas 7-3 last 10. 7-1-2 for Colorado. What's everyone got here? Who are the picks? Let's get some scores here. Let's guess it. Let's guess. I can't. Avs. That top line is crazy there. There's nothing. You can't stop that. 4-3 Vegas. Ooh. That'll be good, though. Oh, here we go. 3, 2. Let's get that. How do I find? I don't know. Oh, there we go.
I made fun of you, but
did I? Yeah. Okay. I just found the chat here. Look at me. I'm all smart. I'm on my phone, so this is kind of Derek. Okay. Your take on the city of Montreal. Awesome. Yeah. I loved it when I went and visited Dale there. Did I play hockey? I did. After high school, went and played with some buddies, and then straight to the old beer league. It was good. Trap.
Come have a beer just for a nice time.
Actually, the funny thing about it, first year of beer league, we came back to the dressing room, and all the making the cut things were there. That was the year they did that. Uh-oh. He's back.
Uh-oh. Crashed the show twice. Love it.
Would you lose a bet? You had to come back on.
I did the hydration thing.
Did you? No way.
Yeah.
No.
We're hydrated on.
We're an hour and 20 in, man. And you know what the best thing about you coming on, Dale?
What's that?
My turn.
Hey, let's break down the expense card. What were you talking about?
I don't know what the expense card is. Uh-oh. We got somebody coming in.
I'm waiting for
we get that overlay going.
You got Amadeus in town.
Where are you at? Like, are you in your garage?
I'm in my basement. This is where I watch. Look at this. Okay? Look at this. Look at this theater system I got going on here, baby.
Oh, nice. I don't know. He said he tapped out the expense card. So
yeah, that's why I had to come back on here. What is the expense card?
I have no idea.
What did Dale get here? This is ridiculous.
Everybody just pops into the stream, and we welcome everyone.
Okay, so let's talk here. We got Weise Wednesdays, and we have Amadeus whatevers. Okay, so let's figure one thing out. This is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about whoever the agent is for Hall.
Aaron, what's going on?
What's going on, DW?
I had to check some scores. Preds are up 4-0 on the Wings right now.
Oh, really?
Timmy Peel reffing again?
No, there's no suspect calls there. So.
Darryl, let's get into the expense card. What is this?
Well, because you always giving me shit for doing the Jason Spezza, I'm going to put a towel on. I need that Hockey Night in Canada one you have. And
true.
I
Those
just
are nice.
I need a stool with the back. Like I got like the bar stools in the bar here, and they don't have the backs; they're just the
Okay.
swivel ones.
Your back is going to get sore. You're right.
Yeah, I'm getting old.
He just
too.
needs to lean back like Prusty last night. He was max relaxed.
He was really, really relaxing, eh?
He was on fire though. Maybe hey,
He was on something.
Look good, feel good, interview good, right?
Hey, that's what they say.
That's why, like, I dress up to work. Like, my work's like business casual, but like I dress like dress pants, dress shirt the other day,
It's Kenny.
and
Yeah.
then like
What up,
somebody's
Kenny?
like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Look good, feel good." It was like a Tuesday.
I love that. I have so much respect for that.
Got the Hawaiian shirt on Monday morning, midwinter.
Oh, what do you got here, Derek?
I got another Manitoba one, Farmery.
Oh, I love a
This,
good Manitoba brew.
I got a New Brunswick from Nackwick, New Brunswick Big Axe Brewery.
Oh,
Hopefully
beautiful.
hopefully someday people would like some of their breweries shouted out on this. So
I'm really hoping so.
we're
I got
open
one.
for we're open for sponsors.
I got it early. Hey, got the old torque going.
Oh,
love
beautiful.
that. Love that place.
Oh, what's Papa Smurf got down there?
Is that a cherry Coke?
We could also be-
We're getting in trouble.
See what I did there?
Bobby Ryan scored for Detroit. I do like that comment to Nick, just because, like, what a hell of a bounce back from a guy like last year. You know what I mean? Like, he gets that Hattie his first game back, and then like Detroit, a quiet media city. They're rebuilding, so they need a vet. He's going in there, like he's just doing his thing. Like, I love seeing stuff like that.
He won the Bill Masterson last year, didn't he?
Yeah,
Right.
I think so. We
Right?
don't know facts.
Yeah, we're
Kyle,
not
if Kyle's rock, if
we're
Kyle
not-
He
rocks
did.
still
He
in here,
did.
we're
You're right. You're right. He,
Yeah.
I mean, he had his time in rehab or whatever it was there, and then came back and had the Hattie, which is a pretty good story. And to be honest with you, like he was
the
always
Michael
kind of who's got a Buble?
Justin.
Oh, good man.
He's got
Good
this
man.
sick man cave.
It's Buble.
Oh yes, I was actually on Twitter today, and I saw a bunch of people showing their man cave. So we definitely have to get that on.
Yes, man cave
Oh,
segment.
that was one of the show, right? Show us your man
Yeah.
cave. Right? So,
yeah.
He's the one with the sick tattoo.
oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
He's
that
at
is
work.
sick.
This is awesome.
That is sick.
See, we do recognize our returning guests.
Oh, we appreciate it.
Yes, for sure.
I gotta
Like,
take off that. I gotta get the headphones off. The phone's dying here.
Oh man.
Oh, boy.
yeah, we need to get him hooked up with a legit setup. But like I was gonna say like the not acceptance, but like the embrace, like the accept. I don't even know how to word it, but like what the fans have done for us has been absolutely incredible. Like everywhere, it's like the support has just been awesome.
I wouldn't call them fans. I'd call them part of our community, right? So
Yes, good word.
yeah,
I like that. The
The,
community.
we're all together on this one. That's what I would say. Hey, so
amount of,
listen, let's go back to
response all over has been great, and this is awesome too. Like we're sitting here chatting, you guys hop in. Hey, by all means, makes it that much more enjoyable.
absolutely. So let's talk about Hall's agent. Who's Hall's agent? Because I don't know what is this guy smoking. Because that was a bad move, man. You're going in COVID. So what you want to do is this: you want to position him to be on a team that's number one, who's going to get him a lot of money for the season afterwards. That's number one. Number two, from a business perspective, if you're going to go on a team that is whatever, not as good as other teams in the league, like Buffalo, nothing wrong with them, but if you know they're not going to make the playoffs and they're going to trade him for assets after, you need to make sure that he is in a situation that is going to allow him to succeed, get traded, and then be able to get his stock up to a level that he's going to cash in the following year. Now it's a flat cap. He's going to have to do the same thing he did last year, or I should say this year, with signing with Buffalo on a one-year deal. He's going to have to do that again. And that's the problem. That's the problem with him. And he's only going to get older. And I guarantee you, he lost a lot of money this year by signing with Buffalo.
What
yeah.
if he gets traded and throws the team on his back and goes on a run though? Right? Where and then you could just say, hey, Buffalo is fucking horrible. They held my stock back, where I go to a team, make the run, and what if he wins a championship after that? Like maybe he still gets not like the full deal, but he could take like a 5-year deal at max.
Or what happens if he signs an 8-year deal right now with Buffalo? And
He ain't signing there.
how do you know that? But this proves to me that he chose money over actually wanting to win. And there's and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so there are players
set his family up.
There are players. Well, he was already set up, right?
Earnings already though.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, he's already got like those big tickets. So where is he at right now?
How much money he made? He made a ton with Edmonton, right? So he's
got to be upward to like 6.
I think he made. I think it was 6 for 36. Like it was big at the time, but now looking at that deal, that wasn't that great of a deal, you know.
And then also, remember, think of the story, the narrative, right? He wins the MVP, okay? Gets the trophy in Jersey, takes that team to the playoffs, does all that stuff, and then all of a sudden gets traded. He goes to how many teams? He goes to Arizona. Then he signs over for that 1-year deal during COVID with Buffalo. He's done squat with Buffalo. I mean, you could honestly you could say that Corey Perry at $750,000 has had more of an impact. Yeah, he's had more of an impact than Taylor Hall has this year. So I'm just saying, Hall's agent has one responsibility. It's a fiduciary responsibility, and it means you need to do the best for your client, and you sit them down and say, hey, you go path A, here's what's going to happen. Now that Hall's in path B, his best chance at this point, if he wants to save money, is sign long-term with Buffalo. There's really no other option, because if he continues to do the same thing next year, he's even going to get less money. And I don't think Buffalo's going to trade him. So
what if Toronto comes in and goes, Buffalo, you eat half that contract or something. We put you on a line with Matthews and Marner, and he wins. He does something with the Leafs.
Who do they give up, though? They're going to want
all their prospect pool.
Who are you giving up?
But also Buffalo
and Ivan and Nylander the other way.
You could actually. Nylander's a steal on that contract now, though. At times,
yeah.
If he gets a little bit more consistent, that's a steal.
But Buffalo and Toronto is like Montreal and Toronto, right? Like a lot of those deals don't go through. It's an hour and a half away from each other, right? So they don't want to play each other. They're not going to deal internally. I think Buffalo's got more options right now on the table. They have to really turn around right now and gut that team and say, hey, we've made a lot of mistakes, but we're going to rebuild it, and we're going to rebuild it properly. And
I think a lot of teams too are looking to next year where you don't want to trade within your division, because it could come back and bite you in the ass.
Yeah, because
we're not having a North Division next year. We all know that. It'll probably go back to the way it is, and you don't want to trade within your division.
Who knows what the landscape's going to be, right? So even in Ontario, they're talking about the third wave, and there's a rumor right now there's going to be a stay-at-home again here. So who knows what's going to happen, right? Everybody, in the States, it's so nice and refreshing to watch Arizona, to watch St. Louis, to watch Dallas. They've got fans. Vegas has 60% capacity now. It's really nice to see that in the States. So
the Vegas come playoffs, if they're gonna have that rink rocking, that's a game changer right there too, right? Like the whole production before, people in the parking lot, guys pulling up, like that's gonna amp them up a little bit more.
Absolutely. And here's a point I'll leave on this one, because I know my Weise sitting there with that look on his face, like, let me talk, Amadeus. Let me talk.
I hear everyone screaming in the background here, boys. I'll let you sign off, Aaron. I'll let you guys sign off.
Oh, okay. You go take care of the family.
See you, boy.
See you, Weise.
Here's what's actually happening. So my brother-in-law, he has season tickets to the Sabres. He lives in Toronto, and obviously he goes back and forth. Okay. And so what's happening right now is the ticket reps and the account executives over in Buffalo are emailing him saying, hey, we got your tickets ready. You can come back in. We're allowed 40% capacity at the Sabres games, but you need to be able to have a COVID test prior to entering the building, which is $55 US. So that's quite a bit. Now you got to have one going through the border in the car. Then you got to have one when you go there. So now you're thinking about spending upwards of $200 and something odd dollars just to go to a hockey game and get a COVID test. And who wants that little, the little tickle, right? I mean, it's a big tickle.
The night in Montreal. Tickets and a few pops.
And a couple of tickles.
I heard when everything opens up, Aaron's hooking the whole Habs night team up with tickets to Montreal games and the whole shebang.
We want box seats.
Absolutely, man.
Box
Absolutely.
seats, jerseys, foam fingers. We want it all.
Actually, we talked about it with the Nick earlier in the group chat. Was like when stuff opens up and the whole Habs night group gets together, it's going to be absolutely wild. Live show somewhere is downtown Montreal. So if you do live in Montreal, it is going to be awesome.
Live show at
Can segment, we go there for the food. McLean's pub's not bad.
Oh, the McLean,
Krusty,
big supporters.
Krusty has a part owner of something downtown there. We were there
Krusty?
We were there for Super Bowl one year. We went there. Place was unreal.
Armageddon. James is back in. Nice.
James has been in here a lot. He's crushing a few cans. He's enjoying this.
Yeah, my wife was telling me before. But that's the deal. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna basically go to one of these pubs or bars, charge $20 at the door. They get to come in. They get a free drink. They get to stay for an hour, 2 hours of our show, meet the guests, meet and greets, pictures with Dale, pictures with Brandon, and the whole Habs tonight.
I'm gonna be in that booth all night. Just keep running the card through.
Derek and I will just be leaning on railings.
We'll be leaning on each other.
Well, listen. When I used to play with my band, okay, when we would tour, we would play at shows. The deal was you would always be able to get free drinks, right? So they would just bring you as many kegs as you wanted, literally. So and I didn't drink, but everybody in my band got hammered. So it was quite funny how I sounded semi-okay, and these guys sounded amazing. So all musicians played
Derek will
great
just buy a
drums.
bottle again.
What? Oh yeah,
Derek will just buy a bottle again.
I thought you were gonna say it was $3,000. I thought you were gonna say it was like $3,000 for the bottle. $300. Whatever.
It was Bacardi Go-Kart. It's $24 in the store, man.
Yeah, see, they screwed you. You didn't screw anybody there, brother.
Impressing Bobby
It was a
Lou.
life experience that you can't put a price on.
Yeah, I did. I have crushed a few beer towers. That's why I ended up on the floor in a hotel room.
Yeah, I read about that too. I thought that was because of that the person you hired to come in there and do that.
What was I gonna say? I'm actually so pumped for when COVID stops and we can the whole team can meet all of the. I'm sorry if you're not in Montreal. Any of the supporters or our community of Habs tonight. If you don't live in Montreal, but we will broadcast when we are going to Montreal and doing a live thing because I want as many people there as possible. I want it to be
Montreal.
Yeah, we'll fly on that expense card.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Everyone's gone again. We can see the expense card.
Does he have an expense card there? But no, but the way you do it is you get the pub to pay for the flights. It's not really, flights aren't too crazy these days, so I wouldn't worry about that.
I'm only an 8-hour drive from Montreal.
Yeah, it's a couple $100 each way. I mean, it's really not that crazy. And then we do the show there. Pub pays for all the food, the drinks, the hotel, the lodging, and we just put on a great show. They make the bar, and everybody's happy, right? So
we're gonna stay at Aaron's house for a week.
Well, I'm in Toronto. You can stay here as long as you want. All Weises and legacies are welcome here.
Evan,
perfect.
What's going on, buddy?
Thanks, Evan. The Habs night crew is doing pretty well, actually. I think
We're
we're excited for the Plecky thing.
It's been good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aaron, can you give us details on the Plecky thing?
So I'll tell you one thing. He was not wearing a turtleneck today on the show.
Looked pretty comfortable though.
He looked. You know what? He looked good. So. We talked about a lot of stuff. There was questions about, the turtleneck. So we got to some business on the turtleneck stuff. He brought up a couple of really funny points on that. He actually let loose, which, Dale was he told me straightforward, Plecky's a great dude. He's a little reserved, so I'm like, okay, let's get him loosened up. So when he dropped the first F-bomb, I was like, oh yeah, Plecky's ready.
Actually, come on, Cans.
The funny thing about that is, though, even when we did our first one last week, Dale calls me after. He goes, "Dude, you didn't drop one F-bomb." I'm like, "I'm a reformed man."
We were doing good, man. Tonight we just kind of actually after Pruss last night, I was like, you know what? If they go, they go. But
Let her go.
can you imagine getting Plecky on cans? We'll do a little day drinking for him because he's way over in Europe.
We got to get Scory Perry on here.
Oh, the worm in the off season. They've got to be close to the. I don't know about. So I'm Atlantic, so I'm a different time zone than actually. We're all three of us here at different time zones. I think the Czech's got to be 5-6 hours difference. No.
Yeah, he's 5 hours. He's 5 hours ahead.
Yeah.
We try. I begged him. Yeah. I begged him. Finally, you guys have your stats correct. This is good. You see, when I do my show, when I do the Weise Wednesdays, I have nothing written up. But you guys think I do. That's the whole plan. And the confidence of being wrong is really easy.
Prongs will be on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Sean.
That one scares me. I'm actually worried about Chris Pronger.
I'll check you through your screen.
That'll be awesome. Oh
yeah.
Ooh,
well, he's
Colby
like,
would be solid.
Oh, Kovalchuk. Yeah, we can get him no problem. What was that, sir?
No, I was gonna say, for the Weise Wednesday shows with Aaron and Dale, they'll get some fans on. Like, we got to ask. We'll ask Dale or some guy that likes his drinks, and maybe we'll get them on this one. But like, they'll bring like the Wednesdays are like the mothership show, as James would say. Like, that's the big one. Derrick and I are going to be doing the fun ones where you just have a pop, have a drink, have a water. Doesn't matter. If we get guests, we get them. Yeah. But yes, Weise is on.
This would be a great show for you guys to get like. Who's typing? Someone's typing. This would be a great show for. You don't hear the typing, no?
No, I think it's somebody's. That might be me rubbing my.
Come on, be better, Brandon.
Ooh, that's a fine. I'm not touching anything.
Yeah, that's a fine.
Maybe it's a Nick. I can never say her name.
Her stuff's muted. It's Nick.
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 There you go. All right, so what are you saying, though?
By the way, it's her birthday tomorrow, just to let you all know.
Cannot forget.
She's turning 24 years old, so it's very good. She deserves it.
Nice.
What was I saying?
Guess.
So I think you know what you guys should do totally? You should do this. You should be like on your show. Like, I love what you guys are doing. I was even telling Dale, I'm like, man, you guys are both really good together. You should get like owners of like independent breweries, like, you know, these like each city, all these places that own like individual beers, and like they own not taverns, but they own the ales, and say, hey, we're doing a live show. We do it every this day and this day. We'd love to have you on as a guest. Send us a couple of your drinks. We'll drink it live on the air with you, and we'll review it, talk hockey and sports. And then all of a sudden, every single show, it's a different alcohol. And we'll see how wasted you guys can get.
You just saw her FaceTime a couple weeks ago.
Those will be in the Habs tonight vault.
All right. What is it?
Don't you think that's a great idea? Like,
100%. If you guys know breweries that want to send us stuff to try out, 100%, we'll have them on. If they want to talk about the brewery, they want to promote their stuff, 100%, come on the show. If you know somebody, tell them to email us. Oh, hello.
Look at that cutie.
That's an hour and a half. I think that is a great first episode of Cans. We went off the rails like we promised. We warned. So
it was a good show.
It was fun.
It was good.
Very impressed with you guys. So, and the little one over there, baby Weise. What's her name?
Paisley's supposed to be in bed.
Paisley.
This show's getting going. We get excited. We have a couple before the show starts, actually.
Okay. I'll be right there.
Can't wait for next Thursday. Thank you, Steffi. Steffi's another one of our Habs tonight team that's doing it. Like, our whole team has been incredible.
On. We'll get you on.
We'll get everybody on.
Yeah, everybody.
Weekly show, 100%. We're doing weekly shows. We're going to aim for Thursdays, yeah? And then if our schedules change it up, we'll do Fridays, Saturdays.
Fridays?
Yeah.
Chicken and pizza.
Oh, yeah, chicken and pizza.
My wife just messaged me
saying
that
Thursday, Fridays, depending.
Thirsty Thursdays. Me, not bad.
See how it goes. Maybe we'll get a later start Saturday nights. Maybe get a round table in there. Get a few more of us in there.
Yeah.
We'll do anything.
See what happens.
Like that's what I love about Habs tonight is like we're all so close already that like we all just jump in to everybody's show. Like last night jumped in at the end. Aaron jumped in tonight. Dale jumped in tonight. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm jumping.
Love this team. I love the community we built too. Really do.
We got the Weise brothers. It's great.
Sunday morning Caesars. Up for it.
I think James is an alcoholic. So, but that's good.
Right under
We
the
celebrate that here. Yeah. Welcome to the club. I'm
Red
a
Fox
recovering
by
alcoholic.
Yes,
Who's
if
that?
there's any suggestions on beers, send them to us.
Yeah, it's easy. I'll show you. I'll show you guys how to get all the breweries. So it's good. Everybody thinks all the guests coming on for hockey are Dale getting them. It's me getting everybody.
Thanks,
on the show.
Roberto.
It's easy to
All
get
right.
the stuff. I will show you how to do it. But this is a great
100%.
show. I love it. You guys are like white on rice. You're perfect. It's
Starsky
like,
and Hutch.
So before we get off here, though, we are gonna Placanets is sometime this weekend, I think.
Yeah.
We have O'Toole de la Ligue with Nick and Shane. That's Mondays, I believe. We might have the all-female this weekend, maybe. I'm not sure if they're going to hop on. We have so many different segments and areas where, like we said, the mothership is Dale and Aaron on Wednesdays. And then everybody else is starting their own little thing. Like Deeksy does like post-games, pre-games.
Yeah. Just hit subscribe. Put your notifications on because there's always something.
There's something coming every day
Yeah.
with this
Yeah.
team, whether it's live or pre-recorded. There's something there.
It even
Always
catches
check
me
in.
off guard. Like stuff's popping up. I was like, oh, all right, well, we're going.
Yeah.
and remember Saturday is Don Cherry.
Great.
Yes. Saturday's Don Cherry. I'm at a wedding. I'm so jealous I'm missing this one.
Can't go wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We're talking hockey, that's all, and it should be a lot of fun. So I can't wait.
That's gonna be unreal.
Kyle's our
Yeah.
stat guy, so hopefully he's our next one.
Kyle's our low key stat guy there. We're gonna have to get him on with us too.
But Cherry then Prongs, I know we got to get a hold of that Jay Baruchel guy too. He'd be wicked. Big Habs fan. Guy with good
Like
ones.
I'm more nervous about Chris Pronger than anything else. That's how intimidating he is.
Just got to watch
Right.
for that cross check right through the screen, man.
He sent me a
He'll
voice
get ya.
message. Yeah, he sent me a voice message, and it was an accidental voice message. Kid you not? And in the background, he's talking to a waitress, and he's like, "That's not what I said, and that's not what I ordered. You better fix this." I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, "This guy scares me."
Actually, I love all these positive comments. Thank you, everybody that tuned in.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. It's awesome.
Great
Well,
show,
definitely.
guys. Great show.
Definitely. Hey, that's 2 in a row.
2 in a row.
Keep her going.
We snuck in the first one as like a pre-game show, but this one's the
just-
actual first Crushin Cans.
Just
But
a feeler.
yeah. All right. I think we are logging off here. Once again, happy birthday, Mom. I can't say that enough. Thank you, Aaron, for jumping on. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Eric, we'll probably
on
send
Saturday.
a couple videos.
They'll
couple
get to you.
cans cracking.
It'll be a good weekend.
All right. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Don Cherry Saturday, O'Toole de la Ligue Monday, Pronger Wednesday. Just subscribe to the Habs Night channel because you'll get it all. All right, guys. Thanks for everything. Appreciate it.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.